Hey YouTube, welcome to video number 4 of me renovating my side yard. In this video I'm going to show you how I installed this beautiful green artificial grass and how it's gone so far. Let's jump into the video.
The first step is measuring the square footage that you plan to put your turf down in. My side yard is about 9 feet by 25 feet long, and I originally ordered a 25 by 12 foot piece from Home Depot, but I had a ton of issues getting it delivered to the store for me to pick up. Instead, I found this place, Artifical Grass Recyclers, where they offer turf from old fields that's refurbished, or you can buy brand new. I decided to buy brand new. I ended up buying a 12 by 40 foot piece and selling the extra 15 feet on Facebook for $300. So overall, I paid $500 for 300 square feet, which equates to $1.60 per square foot, which is very good from other places that I compared to. Now, when you're waiting for it to be shipped, you can start the next step, which is getting the base ready. Like I said before, the land where I wanted to put the turf was not graded properly, so I began to add some extra dirt I had and even it out and fill in any low spots. Now, in my case, I knew I was going to be elevating my side yard a bit, so I was fine adding dirt and stone dust. But if you do not want your yard to get elevated at all, you'll have to do some digging and remove some dirt because you want a few inches of stone dust on top of the dirt. I wanted to elevate my side yard for a few reasons. The first being that it's just easier to add dirt and gravel than having to dig and remove a bunch of dirt. The second reason was it's easier to properly grade, just by adding it. And then third was because I did not want any separation between the ground and the fence for the dogs to be able to see under and look at each other, and then, that would cause them to dig.
Alright, so I've got it kind of sloping downward. It's not perfect, but yeah, I'll be a lot more precise with the crushed gravel or the stone dust that I use. But this over here, this is a lot of grass, and I'm gonna have to take it up, some of it, just because it's too high. I want to have about 2-3 inches of the stone dust on top, and can't really do that when you have over here, the grass being already that high. So I'm gonna have to excavate a little bit. This won't be too bad. All right, so got all that grass out. Brought it over to the spot where I had all the dirt previously. Hey guys, say hi. Harley. Let's put it over there, along with some other seed. So hopefully that'll normalize and go right into the grass. But now I'm gonna start bringing in all the stone dust right there. And I'm gonna start from the top. And I want it to slowly angle downward towards me, and then also slowly angle downward away from the house. Now let's talk about the base that you want underneath your turf. When I did my research, I found the best base to use was called stone dust, which is basically a bunch of stone crushed very finely. And my area is 9 feet by 25 feet long, or 225 square feet. So I used this chart to figure out how much to order, and I figured I'd err on the side of ordering too much than too little, so I ordered 3 yards. I ended up having plenty and then put the rest on Facebook Marketplace for somebody to come and pick up. Now, stone dust is very easy to level and it provides great drainage underneath your turf, so puddles won't happen. And I did read a few places you could also put weed barrier down. I decided not to do this because I figured I would have enough stone dust and then the turf on top of that for any light to get through and for weeds to grow. And I haven't had any problems so far, so that wasn't really needed. Once I brought about 8 to 10 loads of stone dust from the pile to the dirt, I would rake it all out so it was decently even. You can see here I'm using the 2x4 as a barrier for now because that's where the landscape edging is going to go and divide the turf from the dirt, where I will eventually be planting the climbing plants. Alright, so I'm at the top here. That's where I'm going to be starting. And like I said, I wanted it to slope downward, so it'll be a little bit higher towards my house. I want it to slope away from my house. And we can see here the level, it's actually sloping the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another bucket or two full of the stone dust there, rake it out and pat it down, and then measure again. And just make sure that this side is higher. I would then keep repeating the process of unloading, raking, measuring, and leveling until it was all complete. After I had it roughly all done, I did another pass through with the level and a bucket of extra stone dust to fill in any dips or correct any unwanted slopes. After I had it perfect, I used a tamp to compact it so I would be able to walk on it and the stone dust would stay in place. This was probably the least fun step because it was so meticulous, but it's also extremely important because your turf is going to shape to whatever's underneath it. Once I finally got my turf, I opened it up and laid it out in the sun for a few hours, making sure it was flat in order to get any rolls or wrinkles out. I then cut it with a box knife to a little bit more than the dimensions of my yard. I would do all the fine cutting once it was placed down. What's nice about my project is that I did not need to connect multiple pieces because then that adds a bit of complexity with making sure that the seams match up. Now that I had the turf cut, I pulled it into the side yard and laid it out as best I could, making sure it was straight and flat along the edge towards my house. I then put in stakes along that side so I could pull it from the fence side and use the 2x4 to flatten out the rest. I only hit the stakes down about halfway just in case I needed to remove one if there was any kind of crease. I was trying to do a time lapse of myself, but I also accidentally picked up my neighbor's dog being an absolute psycho and doing his daily circles over and over. Alright, so this little segment here up to that post, I did the pull-through technique and just stapled some in. Looks pretty even. Don't see really any, big waves in it. Looks good. So you can see probably a little remainder over there. I'm going to cut that. But I pulled it through and made it tight. This one looks perfectly good. I don't see any waves. I use that to try to, push it and level it out. And underneath is, there's not really any gap there. I mean, I could try to force it, but then I'm gonna remove some of that rock, that stone dust that I put down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the cut method here. I'm gonna just cut along here and then staple it in. So hopefully it'll work just as good. All right, I just used the cut technique. I think I like this better just because I don't have to go on the other side of the fence and pull it. So basically, you can see where I'm making the cut and I'm just going in between those two beads. So it's not too bad. And I'll just be going decently in between here. Trying to get on video for you. And then I just shove it underneath a little bit and I'll stake it. Works out well. Alright, so the previous sand had some little pebbles in it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see this. So you can really see them. Maybe look over here. And I didn't want that for my whole piece of turf, so I got some just play sand, which does not have any of those little pebbles in it. And I'm gonna put that down on this instead and just brush it out. Alright, so you can see here it doesn't look very good. I was using that push broom, but even again and again pushing over it, it wasn't working. So now I started using this, which is a lot more firm, this rake, and it does a much better job of making the turf stand up and just spreading the sand out. So much better than using that. so you might want to use this instead. All right, so it's all done. Came out really nice. Really nice. Pretty nice edge right here. Once that starts growing, that'll be great. That'll be a nice little green oasis. Gonna keep my garbage cans right there. Might put some like planters in over here. We'll see, but nice big area for Harley to go to the bathroom. Yeah, coming along great. Alright, well that about wraps it up for this video. If you learned something, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content in the future. Good luck with your project.